a BHIS provider for the Grundy County area. And so today I'd love to show you an activity I do with almost all of my clients, and it's teaching clients a little bit more about how their brain works and emotional regulation. So to start, I tell them to put up a hand just like this and put their thumb across their palm, and then put your fingers over your thumb. And then I explain to them this is a hand model of their brain. I'll tell them that when you're born, your brain develops from the bottom up. So the first part to develop is this part, which is the brain stem. And the brain stem controls mostly reactive things like breathing and eating and circulation and all that. As you get older, the next part to develop is called the limbic system. So this is represented by your thumb. Your limbic system is kind of your fight or flight mode of your brain. A lot of people will sometimes call it the lizard brain because it's very reactive, right? If you've ever put your hand on a hot stove and you pull it off, that is just your brain reacting. You're not really thinking, oh, I should pull my hand off the stove. You just do it. And that's a really important part of our brain. Then the next part to develop is the cortex. And the cortex is also called the upstairs brain. And the part of the cortex is, it's kind of like our wise brain. It will help us think through emotions, and it uses emotions and logic to make some decisions. So when we're functioning as our brain should, our upper brain and our limbic system are talking to each other, right? We might be able to say, oh, I'm feeling really, really afraid or nervous right now. I want to go run away. Let's say you're having a test coming up, and your upper brain might talk to your limbic system and say, oh, but you studied really hard for this test. You're going to do really well. There's nothing to run away from. And then we will take our test. But sometimes when we feel really strong emotions, our lid flips. And at this point, a lot of my clients love to practice flipping their lid. So I'll say, pretend that you are feeling really strong emotion and you flip your lid. Uh-oh, now your upper brain, your cortex is no longer talking to your limbic system, and your limbic system is doing all the thinking. All right, and so when the limbic system is doing all your thinking, you're not really able to make the best decisions. So if you ever have had a sibling or know someone that is like a toddler and they have like temper tantrums and that sort of thing, they're usually thinking with their limbic system. And we want to make sure we have that under control. And so I tell them, one of the biggest ways to help us not flip our lids so we can think in our most wise mind and be in the most control is by naming our emotions. We have the little catchphrase, name it to tame it. So in order to start learning how to name our emotions, I will then give clients a map of their bodies, and I will have them color in with different colors representing their different emotions, and that's just a really good way to start even talking about emotions. Like for example, anger. What color do you think anger should be? Ooh, a lot of people think it's red. Yeah, tell me more about that. Why do you think anger is red? And then we'll say, where do you feel anger in your body? And really digging into, oh, I wonder why you feel that. So I'll show you a really quick map that I made of my own with some clients actually. And I felt anger in my fists. Sometimes I notice my hands are getting really tight. I feel anger kind of up here. My chest will kind of feel like it's getting tighter. My forehead sometimes will get warm. So those are all signs to me. Oh, I'm getting angry. And I can name that then. Before I get so angry that I can't control it anymore, I can say, oh, I'm getting angry. I might then talk about different coping skills that we can use. Oh, I notice I'm getting angry. I'm feeling my fists clench up. What can I do that's going to help me stay in my wise mind? Oh, I might choose to play with a fidget. I might choose to go on a walk. I might choose to go push against a wall or something like that, and we'll brainstorm coping skills. And that is the activity that I have taught a lot of my clients, and I hope that it can be helpful for anyone watching this as well. I can send a link to a little chart that I use as a handout for my clients whenever we go over this, so they have that resource, and also a link for a video online that I will sometimes show my clients as well. That's more engaging than me doing it. All right, I hope this is helpful. Thank you.
Behavioral Health Intervention Services, or BHIS as we call it, is for children ages 4 to 19 years old, and it focuses on behaviors that appear at home and in school. So BHIS is an in-home counseling program through Medicaid, and it's available to children that are currently on Title 19. So BHIS is just an excellent complement to therapy services because therapy is more about uncovering the why of the issue, while BHIS is more about addressing the how of improving our behaviors in those symptoms that are typically associated with things out of our control. So there are many ways to identify if your child or other children you know could benefit from BHIS. A few examples are if your child's having difficulty concentrating or following directions, if a child is being bullied, or if you've noticed a change in eating or sleeping patterns, if you've noticed a difficulty in adjusting to a move or the drastic change of social distancing, or if the child is having difficulty resolving the behavior on their own. If you think that your child or your family can benefit from BHIS services, please call us at our toll-free number, 800-531-4236. Heart and Solutions would love to help you and your family navigate difficult emotions in any time of the year. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you think you or a loved one could benefit from behavioral health intervention services.